In the heat of a July afternoon in 2024, an Israeli Merkava Mark IV Barak tank patrolled the volatile border with Lebanon. This 65-ton war machine, the latest iteration of Israel's main battle tank, is a marvel of modern military engineering. It is the pinnacle of Israel's armored warfare technology and is equipped with a 120mm smoothbore gun, advanced armor, and a suite of cutting-edge electronic systems. Unbeknownst to the crew, Hezbollah militants lay in wait, armed with the powerful Almas anti-tank guided missile system. With its tandem warhead design, this Iranian-made weapon posed a significant threat even to advanced armor. The video begins with a militant emerging from a concealed position in the rugged terrain. With practiced efficiency, he hoists the Almas launcher onto his shoulder, takes aim, and fires. The missile, with its range of up to 5 kilometers and a top speed of 310 meters per second, erupts from the tube with a thunderous roar. Viewers are suddenly thrust into the eyes of the missile itself, experiencing its lightning-fast journey across the landscape. The ground below becomes a blur as the Almas streaks towards its target, guided by its advanced seeker. With its artificial intelligence-enhanced systems and VR-capable Iron View helmet for the commander, this tank continues its patrol, seemingly unaware of the imminent danger. A senior official from the Israeli Armored Corps had previously stated, quote, "The Merkava Mark, Barak represents a quantum leap in tank technology. Its advanced defense capabilities and electronic means prepare our soldiers to carry out missions with unprecedented efficiency and safety." As the missile initiates its terminal dive toward the tank's more vulnerable top armor, the true test of these advanced systems is about to begin. Just as impact seems inevitable, with mere meters separating the Almas from its target, the Merkava's Trophy Active Protection System and Advanced Explosive Reactive Armor System, or ERA, spring into action. Developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems, Trophy adds about a ton to the tank's weight, but provides invaluable protection. The flanks of the Merkava suddenly erupt in a controlled explosion. Trophy's sophisticated radar, constantly scanning a 360-degree bubble around the tank, had detected the incoming threat. For a split second, viewers catch a glimpse of Trophy firing its own high-speed projectiles. A cloud of metal fragments designed to intercept and neutralize the Almas missile. Then, the screen goes black. The video feed from the missile cuts out as it's destroyed just short of its target. This nail-biting footage, analyzed by defense experts worldwide, showcases the razor-thin margin for error on the modern battlefield. Joe Truzman, an analyst closely monitoring the situation, noted, quote, "You can see what appears to be the defensive system on the tank engaged before the feed ends. One of the tank crew can also be seen ducking his head." The Merkava's crew, saved by Trophy's lightning-fast reaction time of less than 350 microseconds, emerge unscathed. This engagement proves the system's effectiveness, which, according to Rafael, quote, "provides 360-degree protection coverage for close-range scenarios in addition to improving automatic tracking against multiple and simultaneous threats coming from different directions." As military analysts pore over every frame of the footage, both Israel and Hezbollah will undoubtedly draw lessons from this encounter. For the Israeli Defense Forces, it's a validation of their $350,000 per unit investment in the Trophy system. As one IDF official had previously stated, quote, "The new tank brings the Armored Corps a step forward in the operational arena and constitutes an innovative weapon that will change the face of combat on the ground." For Hezbollah, it's a stark reminder of the challenges they face in combating Israel's advanced armored forces. Despite its sophisticated design and tandem warhead capable of defeating reactive armor, the Almas missile proved ineffective against the active protection system. This dramatic video captures a single engagement and encapsulates the ongoing technological arms race between offensive and defensive systems in modern warfare. Hezbollah originally shared the video on social media to boast the accuracy and effectiveness of their anti-tank measures. But once Israel revealed the missiles had actually been completely neutralized, the video had the opposite effect, showcasing the power and technology of the Israeli armed forces. The trophy system has proven to be among the best tank defense systems in the world, with one of the testers claiming, quote, "It worked in every case." According to our test criteria, the system was 30 for 30. After comparing 15 active protection anti-missile systems, the Institute for Defense Analyses in the United States placed Trophy at the top. In that same month, but over 1,000 miles away, another military vehicle found itself being targeted for destruction. But this time, there was no Trophy system to intercede, only fate. The dramatic scene unfolded in the skies over eastern Ukraine during the summer of 2024. A Russian Mi-8 helicopter, one of the world's most widely used military helicopters, was conducting a low-altitude mission along the volatile front lines of the ongoing conflict. Unbeknownst to its crew, they were about to have a very close call. The Mi-8, a twin-turbine helicopter originally designed by the Soviet Union in the 1960s, has been a workhorse of military operations for decades. With its ability to carry up to 24 troops or 4,000 kilograms of cargo, the Mi-8 has played crucial roles in conflicts around the globe. On this day, however, the helicopter's rugged design and experienced crew would face a test from a much smaller yet increasingly potent adversary. As the Mi-8 thundered across the landscape, a Ukrainian drone operator sat in a concealed position several kilometers from the front line. In his hands was the control unit for a first-person view, FPV drone, a type of unmanned aerial vehicle that has become ubiquitous on the Ukrainian battlefield. Originally developed for civilian drone racing, these FPV drones have been rapidly adapted for military use. Their robust motors and frames, built to withstand high-speed races and crashes, make them ideal platforms for mounting explosives and executing precision strikes. With prices sometimes dipping below $500 per unit, these drones have become a cost-effective weapon in Ukraine's arsenal. The Ukrainian operator, part of a specialized drone team, had spotted the Russian Mi-8 on his video feed. Despite being outgunned by Russia in many aspects of the war, Ukraine has leveraged its drone capabilities to level the playing field. As Tomas Milisauskas, CEO of RSI Europe, a defense sector manufacturer, notes, the affordability of FPV drones has helped Ukraine's military stay in the fight, despite being outgunned by Russia. In a bold move, the operator directed his FPV drone toward the path of the approaching helicopter in hopes of a possible interception. The video feed, later released by Ukrainian forces, captures the intense moments that followed. The small drone pushes forward at max speed, apparently moving with no target in sight. Then, the Mi-8 dashes just in front of the drone at breakneck speeds, flying at an extremely low altitude to avoid detection by traditional air defense systems. The drone operator attempts to direct the drone toward the helicopter. For a critical moment, it seems the FPV drone might actually make contact with the helicopter. The video shows the drone coming close to the Mi-8's tail rotor, a hit that could have been catastrophic for the Russian aircraft. However, despite the drone operator's skill, the sheer speed of the Mi-8, capable of cruising at 260 kilometers per hour, proves too much for the smaller hobbyist craft. And the helicopter escapes with its crew, never realizing that one few seconds of time saved them from a catastrophe. The Mi-8 unwittingly escapes unscathed, continuing its mission while leaving behind a frustrated Ukrainian drone team. This near miss, however, serves as a stark reminder of the changing face of aerial warfare. While drones have proven highly effective against ground targets and stationary aircraft, successfully engaging a moving aerial target remains a significant challenge. This incident, captured on video and shared widely on social media, quickly became a talking point among military analysts. the Mi-8 was just a few meters from being intercepted, a mercy not granted for a Ukrainian tank that received the full brunt of a powerful strike. Also taking place during the current Russo-Ukraine war, a Ukrainian M-55-S tank, one of the 28 donated by Slovenia in 2022, was conducting operations near Crimea when it became the unwitting star of a viral video that would spark intense debate about the evolution of modern warfare and the resilience of decades-old military hardware. The M-55-S, a curious blend of Soviet-era design and Israeli upgrades, was an unlikely survivor in a conflict dominated by cutting-edge technology. Originally a T-55 tank from the 1950s, it had been extensively modernized in the late 1990s through a collaboration between Slovenia's STO Ravna and Israel's Elbit systems. The result was a 36-ton behemoth sporting a 105mm L7 gun, advanced fire control systems, and explosive reactive armor designed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems. On this fateful day, Russian forces had the Ukrainian tank in their sights. The first part of the soon-to-be controversial video, released by Russian propagandists, showed a bird's-eye view of the M-55-S operating in the Ukrainian wilderness. Suddenly, a streak of light appeared in the sky, a Krasnopol 152mm laser-guided projectile, one of Russia's most precise artillery munitions. The Krasnopol, a Tula-based KBP Instrument Design Bureau product, was a formidable weapon. With a range of up to 20 kilometers and a target seeker radius of 1 kilometer, it was designed to engage small ground targets with lethal accuracy. As the projectile hurtled towards the M-55-S, it seemed the tank's fate was sealed. The Krasnopol struck the M-55-S directly on its turret in a heart-stopping moment. The impact was captured in high-definition glory, showing the tank engulfed in a scorching ball of fire and smoke. Russian sources quickly claimed a decisive victory, declaring the Ukrainian tank destroyed. However, the story was far from over. The Ukrainian military soon released a response, a second part to the video in a twist that would shock military analysts worldwide. It showed the same M-55-S, battered but still operational, driving away from the impact site. The tank had survived the direct hit and managed to withdraw under its own power with its crew intact. Andriy Tarasenko, a renowned tank construction historian, later published detailed images of the damaged M-55-S. The photos revealed that the 152mm high-explosive shell had struck a welded joint, causing the welds to burst and form a gap. Despite this, the turret's combat compartment crew had emerged unscathed. The tank's survival was attributed to its Israeli-made explosive reactive armor. As one military expert explained, quote, "ERA basically is a sandwich of steel and plastic explosives that blasts outward when a fast-moving projectile impacts it. The outgoing blast disrupts the incoming blast, hopefully sparing the tank major damage. However, the M-55-S didn't emerge entirely unscathed. The blast had damaged the tank's gun guidance drives, attachment points, and optical devices. The Fotona SGS-55 day-night sight, a crucial component for the tank's combat effectiveness, was particularly affected. Some experts suggested this might constitute a mission kill, rendering the tank unable to fight effectively, even if it could still move. The incident sparked intense debate in military circles. For the Ukrainian forces, it was a testament to their equipment's resilience and their crew's skill. For the Russians, it was a sobering reminder of the challenges they faced in achieving decisive victories on the battlefield. The survival of the M-55-S also highlighted the potential of explosive reactive armor in protecting even older vehicles. As one analyst noted, quote, "A thick layer of ERA can double the effective protection on certain parts of a tank." It's not for no reason that the Ukrainian army has been steadily upgrading their tanks with this technology. The incident near Crimea in June 2024 would be remembered not just for the dramatic footage it produced, but for the questions it raised about the future of armored warfare. In a conflict where perception often trumped reality, the M-55-S scored a significant propaganda victory for Ukraine. More importantly, it saved the lives of its crew, allowing them to fight another day in defense of their homeland.